I don't look my normal blooming self because I have a few tear stained bit of a tear stained cheeks. I had this urge. I went for a walk and everything, and my husband went out after I came back and did some shopping. Came back, cold, and I was thinking, what's the word for blazing sunshine? Cold sunshine. Um, Sun-filled day, but cold. The day was full of sunshine, but cold. There's no adjective, I thought, for a description equivalent to blazing, but the opposite, the very opposite, because it was so cold. Anyways, and so I had this urge to throw a football. I played with the kids, but I really didn't kind of think about it. The football is thrown longitudinally, this way. And I asked my husband. My husband said, "Yeah, it's too cold. Who wants to play and everything?" So I wept to myself. So I apologize for my, less than blooming self. So and I had a couple of bright ideas though, but to write plays on Shakespeare's, on Britain's queens, and I looked up. There are no plays on Britain's queens. So Queen Victoria, Queen Elizabeth II would be good. So I'm going to be charging into the foray of writing again. But now I'm going to discuss Portia and Cleopatra. But before that, a surprise, a surprise. This is and it has 20, 30, and 50. So this is the ring toss. So we're going to put the ring toss here. I'm going to come towards the screen, and I'm going to say this. These are my 20s, 30s, and I need to get the 20s, 30s, and I need to get two 20s to get to my 40s. So my 20s, if I get my 20s, watching me. Let's get the 20s. Then on the other side, on the right side, I have to start. All right. Kiss it for luck. Okay. Oh, it came out. All right. It went in and came out. So I can't get back my 20s. But life was good, just to say. One last try. Life back in the 20s. No, nobody wants me getting my 20s. Those were my years when graduate school was on. Of course, but I got married at 23. So before that, undergraduate school as well, and some work and all other good stuff. But here, it's also the time when I discovered the world of sensual pleasure, sexual pleasure. So those were there. So it was a lot of it, and some of it. There was also graduate chemical engineering school, and in Phoenix, Arizona, there was a whole bunch of people around us. So quite a bit, but not daily at it. Who's a daily at it? Gotta work, gotta do other things. So but because it would be also boring even between a husband and wife, a bit of depravity, I think. Daily at sex, and but then who wouldn't mind it, maybe? But you need to do other things. You can't just have sex all the time, unless God decreed it. All right, God decreed it, which means that there are certain times, when you would like more of sex. So, anyways, fucking for pleasure. Let's get 20s again. Closer, closer. No, no, no. All right, 30s, driving. Is it going to come back in my life? Is it going to come back in my life? No, I'm not. Somebody is dictating this. All right, let's go far. If it from the other end, let's see from the other end. We go back to the 50s, which I am there. Oh, I got the 50. Mama, 50 I got. 50. Who knows? What else could happen during my 50th year? 56th year? 56th year. There's some more months to go. Countdown begins January to June. June countdown begins. So we'll see. But 50 it went in. My life in the 50. 56th year. 3 more months and I hit 57. We'll see. Anyways, coming back. Feminist life. Writer's life. Artist life. Okay. Moving on. Portia, well, she's a feminist woman, and the quality of mercy. You should read it because that's the best dialogue. That's so full of um, good writing, literary content, good writing, and the lyrical prose captivates your attention. So that's very good. And Portia, I will read two portions only, and you can get your own copy from the Oxford World's Classics. I never bought an Australian book. Otherwise, I picked up something Australian the other day. Oh, honey. I picked up Australian honey. Yeah, $14.99. Organic honey. Smaller bottle, but plastic bottle. But yeah. All right. Tarry a little. There is something else. This bond doth give thee here no jot of blood. The words expressly are, quote, a pound of flesh, unquote. Take then thy bond. Take thou thy pound of flesh. But in the cutting it, if thou dost shed one drop of Christian blood, thy lands and goods are by the laws of Venice confiscated unto the state of Venice. So there she's warning Shylock. We'll see some more. Portia. Therefore prepare thee to cut off the flesh. Shed thou no blood, nor cut thou less nor more, but just a pound of flesh. If thou talkst more or less than a just pound, be it but so much as makes it light or heavy in the substance, or the division of the 20th part. If one poor scruple, nay, if the scale do turn, but in the estimation of a hair, thou diest, and all thy goods are confiscated. They don't say confiscated, confiscate, they say. And well, he said, Shakespeare. So there's more of this. You enjoy it on your all by yourselves. Antony and Cleopatra, right in the beginning, I chose. They're in love, and I found an interesting line to say. If it be love indeed, Cleopatra, tell me how much. Antony, there's beggary in the love that can be reckoned, that can be sort of, reasoned, I guess, reckoned with, or can be expected as reasoned, expected. So there's beggary. So it should be predictable and that sort of thing. Take it as it comes, but predict the outcome of sexual pleasure would be good. It should be in the direction of good stuff for me. That's what I say. And all right, this is a internet copy. Cleopatra says, nay, hear them, Antony. Fulvia perchance is angry, or who knows, if this Scarce bearded Caesar have not sent his powerful mandate to you, do this or do that, take in the kingdom and enfranchise that, perform or else we damn thee. Oh, that's that's the king's way, emperor's way, Julius Caesar. As I'm Egypt's, all right, this will say, as I'm Egypt's queen, Cleopatra, perchance, nay, and most like, you must not stay here longer. Your dismission is come from Caesar. Therefore, hear it, Antony. Where's Fulvius Proces? Caesar's? I would say both. Call in the messengers. As I am Egypt's queen, thou blushest, Antony, and that blood of thine is Caesar's homager. Else, so thy cheek pays shame when tongued Fulvius calls the messengers. Let Rome and Tiber melt. That's what Antony is saying. And the wide arc of the ranged empire fall. Here is my space. Kingdoms are clay. A dungy earth alike feeds beast as man. The nobleness of life is to do thus. When such a mutual pair and such a twain can do it, in which I bind, on pain of punishment, the world to weed, we stand up peerless. So it goes on and so forth. It goes this way. You can enjoy it all on your own. So I spoke. There are only two feminist heroines. Juliet, of course, cannot be feminist, but she chose to take on, her family, the anger of her family. But then women and men and women and love often do this sort of thing, and so that's not feminist. Who else? My Lady Macbeth, but she was a bad woman. Was she feminist? She fell in love. She seduced him, and it's not good. It's not good. So, anyways, uh, signing off, Gayatri.